Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is the Task Manager _10, and today I wanted to talk about the future of this channel. As of lately, I feel like the videos I've been putting out haven't really been to the best of quality. I mean, my current latest video before this one's uploaded is my Cheetos/Doritos product showcase, and I do think that that video is pretty good. But I had some other videos I uploaded which are now unlisted because, I don't know, I just wasn't exactly proud of them. And to kind of keep you all, I guess, engaged while you wait for a new upload, I've been re-uploading some of my really old videos from an old channel I used to have called BendyLover68. They were basically just small videos I recorded on my tablet back when I was in 5th grade. So, I just randomly found them when searching through my Google Photos one day, and I'm like, I should share this with people. So far I've only shared a few of them, but there's actually quite a few more that I've yet to show off. So, I will be uploading the rest of them at some point, but we're kind of getting off topic. So, I want to mainly talk about the future of this YouTube channel, as well as kind of my Facebook and Instagram. Although, not really, because the Instagram and Facebook account are more just re-uploaded content, with the only original thing I'm sharing being like art and whatnot. So, mainly just this YouTube channel where all these videos come from is what we're going to be discussing today. Now, the reason why videos have been taking so long to upload, like new videos, is because I'll admit, I've been kinda lazy. Anytime I've thought about recording a new video, I attempt it, and then I mess up, I attempt it a couple more times, I mess up even more, and then I'm like, you know what, I'll just do this tomorrow. Then kinda rinse and repeat, and I go back to working on a pretty big project that I'll talk about later. But, yeah, I just wanna apologize. That's where the videos have been since like, 2 months ago when I uploaded the Cheetos video. That's also why there isn't a 51 subscriber special, because as of the time I'm recording this, I have 56 subscribers, and ever since I made my 11th subscriber special, I've just, like, every 20 subscribers I get then, I make another special. So when I had 31 subscribers, I made the 31st subscriber special. And the plan was to do the same with 51 subscribers, but like I said, I got lazy. But not entirely lazy, because I've actually been working on something pretty big. Something I've been wanting to, I guess, reveal, even though it's already technically been revealed. It's something I wanted to talk about for a while. So what is it, you may ask? Well, on my channel I have a video titled Changing Dragon Ball Transformations, where I essentially just kind of talk about how I personally would have written the transformations into the story, and basically just trying to make them better in my eyes. And after the video was uploaded, I was actually pretty proud of it. It was one of my longer videos, and had been quite a while since I uploaded one of those, and I just felt like the overall quality was pretty good. So, a couple, I think, weeks later, I was just kind of doing something, I can't even remember what, and an idea came to me. So, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, and I especially was when I made that video. So Dragon Ball was kind of always on my mind, and I kept thinking more and more about, the forums and whatnot, and seeing what other people said about them. And I started to change my opinion a bit. So that kind of led to me wanting to make a remake video at some point in the future. And I remember I was, actually no, I do remember what I was doing. I said that I wasn't quite sure, but I remember now. I was on my drawing app, Krita, and I had finally learned how to animate, because for the longest time I've always wanted to animate, but when I tried learning it, like how to do so on Krita, I kind of like missed a step, I guess, and it led me to this whole weird thing. I'm not going to really talk about it too long, but basically after rewatching the tutorial, I finally properly learned how to animate on Krita. And as I was testing things out, an idea came to me, because I was drawing the Super Saiyan 3 guy from the thumbnail of the Changing Dragon Balls video. Or, sorry, Changing Dragon Ball Transformations video. And, you know, an idea came to me, and I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if I had an entire animated segment at the beginning of the remake? And at first, you know, it was just a simple idea that I didn't really have any plans for actually pursuing. But as I animated Nick, who is the name of the, you know, Super Saiyan 3 guy, I was like, I should actually try that. So, that's what I did. I started making my first ever true animation, and I even made some screen recorded videos, which I initially did have as like public, but I've unlisted them. They're currently in a playlist called Screen Recorded, so if you want to go and watch them, you can. But yeah, this whole animation is basically what I've been working on for ever since October, actually, of last year. I've been working on this. And it's very incomplete, but this is what it looks like so far. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of it. I mean, I've animated before. I remember when I was in 5th grade, I tried making a flip book, and that did not go well. And then I remember when I think, now I think about it, maybe I learned animation a lot sooner than I thought, because I also remember making an animation of like a ball falling from the right side and then splits in half after a spike comes out the ground and, I don't know, just tears it, and then there's another ball on the left that would like bounce around. I remember animating that, so I guess that's basically my first ever digital animation, but I wouldn't count it as such because I'm not sure if I ever actually published that. I think I might have put it out on Twitter, but it's been long since deleted if I did. So anyways, yeah, this is what I like to call my first ever real animation, and like I said, I'm honestly pretty proud of it. But yeah, there's not really much else to say. I mean, if I did say much else, I'd be spoiling some stuff that I don't exactly want to spoil yet. So now, I want to actually talk about those screen recorded videos I mentioned earlier. So, there's a very weird, I guess, story behind them. So, when I made the first one, titled Doing Some Work, I was actually inspired by Phantom Arcade, who, in case you don't know, he's the artist behind Friday Night Funkin'. And although I don't exactly care for Friday Night Funkin' these days, I do love like watching those streams, specifically Lendon's re-uploads of his streams whenever I'm doing something like chores or, you know, something like that. So on my channel, I thought, it'd be cool if I had something akin to what Phantom Arcade did. And, you know, maybe this could be how I properly introduce my animation to people. Yeah, that's why I made the Doing Some Work video. And I was pretty proud of it, but I was also kind of disappointed because I felt as though I didn't really show myself doing a whole lot of work. I mean, it was mostly just filling in the black lines where the sketches were, and then coloring them in. I mean, at the end, I did add some color to Nick, aka the Super Saiyan 3 guy, but that was kind of it. when it came to anything else. So that's why I ended up making a second video called Storyboarding with Music. But then I later changed it to just storyboarding, and then to the current title it has now, Storyboarding for the First Time. The reason why I changed the title was because in the video, it features copyrighted music, meaning that if you were to watch the original upload now, you're not going to hear anything. I mean, you can hear the music slightly if you have your volume all the way up, but only slightly. So, yeah. So thankfully it's not gone, but, I mean, it's not really listenable either. So, after being kind of disappointed with that, I came up with the idea. What if I combined both of the videos so that, you know, it could just be one big video, and then maybe I can make a second one to show off even more work, and then also add some commentary. Because just like Phantom Arcade, who sometimes talks when he's doing his art, maybe I could add commentary so that the streams aren't, I shouldn't call them streams, they aren't live, so the videos aren't boring. And also so I'm not using like copyrighted music or some other YouTuber's background audio. I know how that in doing some work, I used Forgotten Relics' Dragon Ball videos. So, yeah. Kind of stealing content there, I apologize. I did link the videos in the description though. But, anyways, yeah, so I decided to try combining them and adding commentary over it. But then I came up with an even greater idea. Why not just record even more, and then we could just add that to the combined video? So that's exactly what I did. I ended up recording 7 videos, screen-recorded videos, in total. And, yeah, they're all going to be a part of the combined video. Once I'm finally finished with that, I think it will honestly be my longest video ever, like on this channel. I might be wrong about this, but I think it might genuinely be like 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours. So, yeah, quite a long video. But I'll be very happy when it's finally out there and made public. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain that now, because I remember my original plan was to explain the whole reasoning of like the combined videos in the first part, like the doing some work video at the beginning. I was gonna be like, hello, and then just explain everything I just told you, but I wasn't really a big fan of how I was doing it, so I thought it would just be better if I explained it in this video, and, you know, we can just leave the commentary to whatever I want to talk about. So, yeah, instead of explaining. Anyways, so one thing you probably have noticed by now is the way this video is edited. Usually when I make my videos, I record the footage directly from my phone's camera and just kind of speak into it. Now sometimes I do record audio and upload it to YouTube, then extract the audio and put it into KineMaster over some background footage. But usually that background footage still relates to like what I'm talking about. But in the case of this video, it's just kind of random like background footage of like my house. So you might be wondering why. Well, I've recently been kind of into, I suppose you could call it chill content, you know, something you can have on in the background while, I don't know, doing like work or something, maybe drawing. And I think instead of just having the same old visuals of like my computer or just me walking around in circles in the living room, I can instead have videos of like, I don't know, random parts of my house or inside. I think that that would genuinely be really cool. So, yeah. that's yeah, that's why this video looks like this. And that's not the only change that's going to be happening when it comes to like the look of these videos. I'm also going to be like, whenever I show my face, I mean, sometimes I'll still record directly off my phone's camera, but other times I'll be using this, a little PNG of myself. Well, actually, multiple images of myself. This is how I'm gonna show myself talking, and I mean, like I said, I'll still have just me recording the footage directly off my phone and speaking into it. So that's not entirely gone. It's just that now videos will also include this image of me, and, you know, the random pieces of background footage. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited for how newer videos will look now that the editing style is going to be like this. And I hope you all end up enjoying it. Let me know if you do. Anywho, but yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. Hey, I overheard your video there. There's something you're forgetting to mention. Okay. What? I thought I mentioned, like, everything I needed to. Well, you did forget about the new types of content you'd make. Remember? We were discussing how I would be included more in the channel. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, sorry about that. So, if you've seen my channel, which if you're watching this video, you probably have seen a couple of my videos, you'd know that my content usually consists of either my opinions on things or just me talking about my life. And that's all well and good. I'll still have that kind of content. It'll be like the majority of the stuff you'll see on this channel, but I also do want to start branching out. Specifically, I want to start doing audiobooks, and I want to start doing comic dubs. Because I've actually been reading a couple comics recently, specifically Irma by Outcast Studios, as well as just some random, like, Lumity comics, like fan comics. And when it comes to, like, comic dubs, I've been watching comic dubs of those same exact comics. And I think it would just be kind of cool, kind of interesting to do comic dubs, because I've never made that kind of content on any YouTube channel before. And, you know, I used to make comics when I was younger. Granted, I don't think I'll read any of those, because a lot of them are lost to the sands of time, but still, you know, it would be cool to read comics and put it out on YouTube. And then with audiobooks, I mean, I'm a writer. Not sure if any of y'all knew that, but yeah, I'm a writer, and I think it'd be interesting if maybe I did an audiobook for not just my stories, but maybe even my friends' stories, assuming I have their permission. So, yeah, there's actually one story I've been really wanting to do an audiobook for quite a while, but I'll have to ask one of my friends' permission because it's one of his stories. Anyways, but, yeah, you know, plus I feel like having, like, audiobooks would kind of add to the whole chill content thing that I'm trying to do now. So, you know, if you're ever doing something like work or, I don't know, really anything, you can just put on, like, an audiobook in the background, like one of my audiobooks. Or you can just put on a random one of my videos. It don't matter. But, yeah, you know, I just think it would be pretty cool. Hey, I was wondering, where have you been? It's been a while since, like, you've been here. I mean, I know you've been living here, but, like, I don't know, you haven't really been in a video in quite a while. Well, I mean, I've been pretty busy with my job and everything, so usually, you know, I'm not really around when you're making your videos. I only ever come home whenever you're watching TV and whatnot. And plus, when I am here and you're doing your videos, I tend to not interrupt at your request, remember? Right. Makes sense, thank you though. It's good to see you in a new video. I think this is actually the first video you've been in since I got this new phone. So, that's pretty cool. Well, I've basically said everything I've wanted to say now, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are excited for the more videos that are to come, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!